नमस्ते गाइस, कैसे हो। जब हम एक कैरेक्टर ड्रॉ करने वाले होते हैं तो सबसे पहले हमारे दिमाग में आना चाहिए कि उसका पोज क्या होगा। फिर चाहे वो फुल बॉडी हो या फिर हाफ बॉडी हो, एक कैरेक्टर ड्रॉ करने से पहले इस चीज का पता हमें होना चाहिए। और वही पोज ड्रॉ करने के लिए हमें रेफरेंस लेना बहुत जरूरी होता है और इसमें कुछ भी गलत नहीं है। तो एग्जाम्पल के लिए मैंने इस मॉडल को चूज किया था। इस पिक्चर में से एक एस्थेटिक सा लुक आ रहा था तो मैंने इसको चूज कर लिया ड्रॉ करने के लिए। तो पोज के लिए हमारे पास एक रेफरेंस मिल गया। उसके बाद हमें सोचना होता है कि हमारे कैरेक्टर के फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन कैसे होंगे, मतलब उसके फेशियल फीचर्स क्या होंगे। वो कैरेक्टर स्माइल कर रहा होगा या फिर वो उसके चेहरे पे एक सीरियस लुक होगा। उसके हेयर स्टाइल कैसे होंगे, लॉन्ग हेयर, शॉर्ट हेयर, मीडियम साइज के हेयर या फिर ट्विन टेल, पोनी टेल। तो ये सारी चीजें आपके पर्सपेक्टिव पे डिपेंड करता है और यही सारी चीजें उस कैरेक्टर को आपका खुद का कैरेक्टर बनाती है। तो ये कैरेक्टर जो मैं आज ड्रॉ करने वाला हूँ, ये मैं अलग अलग फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन और अलग अलग हेयर स्टाइल के साथ ड्रॉ करूंगा ताकि आपको एक प्रॉपर आइडिया मिल जाए कि ये छोटी छोटी चीजें चेंज करने से कैरेक्टर के लुक पे कितना फर्क आता है। तो ड्रॉइंग शुरू करें। और हाँ, सब्सक्राइब कर देना अगर आपने नहीं किया है तो, क्योंकि फिर इसमें मुझे भी सपोर्ट मिल जाएगा और आपको भी काफ़ी हेल्प हो जाएगी।
So I'm using an A4 size paper, and since we are going to draw a full body character, we need to start drawing from top of the paper. So first we need to draw a small circle, and I'll be using different colors to draw anatomy. You don't have to use colors, you can just use a normal pencil to draw everything. Then we need to draw a curved line on the left. It shows the true angle of the face. Then we need to draw a line in the mid. We will be drawing eyes on this line. Then draw a line for the neck, and then we will draw her torso. Right now we are only drawing shapes, and it becomes really easier to draw anything when we have it proper shape. Now this part represents her spine and waist. Then we draw leg from here. This represents her shoulder. Then we'll draw a hand here. This is her elbow. And then we finish the hand still here, and so it's almost done according to the reference. As you can see, I also drew her head right here, but we are not going to leave it halfway, are we? We will try to draw her as full body. So when you have a standing half body character, it's really easy to guess the length of full body. All you have to do is measure the size from head to waist, and that same height would be equal to legs height from waist. Now draw leg on that distance. Knee would be right here in the middle. So this was actually the first step of anatomy, and basically the structure, I mean. It tells us the actual height and width of the body. Now we will draw the body over this structure. I'm using a red color, as you can see, to make it easily noticeable. We'll draw her face structure first. Always start by drawing the basic face outlines. Then we will draw her chin lying on this curved line. Then jawline from here near the ear. So the head structure is done, and it's time to draw her neck. Keep in mind, it's just a structuring part, so it's totally fine if you make mistakes here, or if you have made a lot of stroke mess, it's totally fine. Now we'll be drawing her chest part. It's super easy on this side view, to be honest. All you have to do is make a circle on the edge of the upper torso part. Let me change my pencil color real quick. Now draw a circle based on the size of the chest you want to give your character. It's a smaller size I drew right here. You can draw as big as this too actually. It's your choice for your own character design. But to be honest, I do not prefer this big too much. I will just draw a medium size. This one's perfect. Now we're gonna draw her belly and her rest of the body parts. Right now I'm drawing her back. You make sure there is a curve right here, because this part is below her ribs, so that creates a slight curve on the belly. Make sure you make a nice curve on her hip. Now we'll draw her leg. You can again make it thicker or a bit slimmer, completely your preference. But however you draw, just make sure you keep the right curves. Now pay attention to how we draw her breasts on the circle guideline. This curve remains as the circle, but we bend the curve later on and we meet it with the chest. I'll keep making adjustment to the curves. So it's totally fine if it gets messy, no need to worry about, since it's not the final step. As you can see, we only have knees up view in the reference. So what do we do now? I've got a smart way. If you do not have whole view in the reference and you do not know how to draw it, try to hide it in a smart way. For example, what if there is a wall sheet standing behind, or any other object that could make sense and could be the reason for hiding that part of the character you are unable to draw. But I shouldn't be teaching you ways like this, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a leg that suits the reference. There is a lot to fix later on, to be honest. I just drew these legs roughly to get an idea, and I think it suits the pose really well. So let's go with this pose for now. So finally now we are gonna design our character. The best part in whole drawing. First I'm drawing circles for positioning, so that's her eyes. Here is the ear. We'll draw nose here, and finally a mouth here. And we are also gonna talk about her hair design. We need to know what we are gonna draw or what we want to draw. I'm gonna explain you with a great example. These three heads I drew in same angle as reference. I'm gonna draw three types of designs: short hair, twin tail, and ponytail. And then I will use my preferred hairstyle in this character. You are totally free to use any of them for your character. So I'm first drawing a short hair design. I'm definitely gonna keep them simple. Let's fast forward a bit. It doesn't matter what hair design you choose, just give them a bit volume from head. And also you can shorten the bangs or make them longer, totally up to you. Now a twin tail. It could be almost the same as the girl in reference. I know it might not look too perfect, as I am not putting so much effort in them. Let's draw our last example, which is a ponytail. We can also call it a horse tail. So here I have drawn all three examples. There are literally countless designs you could come up with. Just experiment with them. So I'll be drawing one of these here in this character, but what about the eyes? Let's have some examples of them too. So here I will try to draw some simple yet attractive eyes. As bonus for you guys, I'm gonna draw one more. The best one. What do you say? Now finally it's time to apply these examples in our character. I'll use that short hair and that third eye I drew. You can try different combinations as well. Let's start with the face line. It's up to you to keep the chin round or a bit sharp. I will draw the eyes now. And that third one I drew. Longer and thicker eyelashes make the eyes really beautiful. Fixing the curve a little bit here. And let me erase the extra line so you don't get confused. Now I will draw her hair, that short one. And I think it suits the character pretty well. What do you say? You can try different combination and show me on Instagram. Link is in description. Now we'll draw her uniform same as the reference. Let me erase the guideline on her face and clean it up a bit. I also added a bit volume here. Her mouth I'm gonna draw like this. One more thing I want to change is to add a bit curve right here. And also will make her jaw lines a little shorter and more round. So far I'm trying to draw her clothes same as the reference. So since there is no movement or motion in her clothes, I don't think it would suit anime style, right? So what I'm gonna do is add motions to the clothes. So far this is how the reference looks in the picture. Now I will try to add flows in her clothes, starting with the shirt. a little bit of stomach appears here. Now I want to add some motion to her skirt as well, but that would make it look a bit shorter. So don't get me wrong though, because it's totally up to you to draw that skirt straight as the reference. And now I'm making adjustments to her leg. Now I will draw the guidelines for the hand as well. Now I'm adding the flow to that skirt. Then I will draw that umbrella same as the reference. And now I'm gonna add some little separate hair strands, and that's because it would look weird if I only add motions to the clothes and if hair remains still. All we have to do is add these little strands flowing in the same direction. Now I have to add skirt waves and folds as well. Now I want to talk with you guys about her hand here. Do you think it would look attractive enough in anime version if we draw it same as the reference? Let's see, I will try drawing it same as the reference first. So far it's not looking that bad though. But I think there's still a chance to make it look more attractive. Let's see. I haven't even made so much changes as you can see, yet it looks more relaxed and suits the character pose as well. So now I will add folds to her clothes. Oh, and I will add motion to this part of her uniform too, since it's behind her back, still in the reference.
Turn it around, burning the fuse, I don't wanna burn out. Gotta stay mindful, right? Nobody's calling me, so what's the rush? Who's waiting? Ask for much. All I want is sleeping on a Sunday. The morning can put the day on hold.
Now I'm gonna draw her hand and umbrella's handle. Now there are a lot of ways you could hold an umbrella, right? That girl in the reference holding it like this, maybe. But what about these? I probably like this one, what do you say? This little finger can create a lot of attention to the hand if you separate it from rest of the finger. Just like how high profile females hold the cup of tea, it creates attention, believe it or not. So I'm gonna draw her hand like that. What do you think? It would look much better after I clean it. Now we'll draw her socks and shoes. Character is almost done, just cleaning and adding a bit more strength to the hair. And now this is how you can create different expressions, just by changing her eyebrows position like this. Or this, or maybe this. Now I'm gonna make her chin more rounder. Character is done. Just add shades at the end.